Greetings. I'm Reverend Billy from the Church of Stop Shopping. I'd like to have a conversation with you today. Hope you can come in with an open mind and looking for the answers, looking for some even suggestions about what to do right now. I mean, those of us who've been activists, freedom fighters for years and years and years, the challenge is so stark right now. The way that compassion is being canceled, and the way that there's this wave of 600 gangsters that are being trained to take down the government, the good and the bad. I mean, in the government, there are people that are bad, but boy, the suffering that is being caused right now, the people that are suddenly having services taken from them, harmed people, vulnerable people. It's just, it leaves me feeling wobbly. I'm disoriented by it. I didn't know that would be my response, but that, does this strike a bell with you? I'd like to explore something today, an idea that's been developing over the months and years in our work in the Church of Stop Shopping with our songs and our actions and our sermons. And it seems like it's maybe something I should share with you now, and I hope you come along with me now here. It's pretty basic, but it might be a doorway to a new kind of resistance. Earthalujah, are you ready? Should we start preaching? All right, here we go. The morning after Trump was elected, AOC posted a little videotape. Maybe you've seen this. And she looks very tired. She's been up all night, obviously. And she says that her intuition is that we take the time to rediscover the people that we're most intimate with. She said, your pod, find your family, find your neighbors. Rediscover closeness. Get tight with the people you're tight with. I thought that was a very interesting kind of response to. There is a sort of loneliness that the Trump wave makes you feel. Am I right? You feel that? There's a kind of isolation. A lot of people are hiding right now. So I've been practicing that. Taking Alexandria's advice. Talking to neighbors, looking into their eyes, slowing down. Don't hurry through the conversation. Which we do as New Yorkers, right? We're in a hurry, we're late for something. Trying to listen better. If we listen and talk and talk and listen and talk and listen and listen and talk, really spend time together, then that becomes increasingly complex. With most people. It becomes more and more, it's like the natural world. The more you look into it, the more complexity you find. The deeper you look, the more there is. And that is what a healthy neighborhood is. That is what that's the way I feel about the Stop Shopping Choir. My friends there, that we risk arrest together while we sing. And then we debrief and we spend time talking about how we felt about it. And if somebody's in jail, what do we do? How can we support that person? That is the intimacy of a healthy neighborhood, and that is exactly what the corporations see as a profit center. And real estate people and Wall Street people, chain stores, luxury towers, they come into a healthy neighborhood here in New York, and they destroy that neighborhood by finding ways to make us separate from each other, be less and less intimate. But they give us the sensation of intimacy with their little screens and their devices and their Tinder and their, they got a host, a Walmart full of products for us, and they say it's going to make us more closer and happier. And they've got a lot of their advertising is happy neighborhoods, right? But they're trying to get us to pay them to re-meet our neighbors. Earthalujah, are you with me here? And that has been their project for decades now. But if we come out of this election and take AOC's advice and spend more time with our friends, our compadres, be with them, let things come up out of our own memories and things maybe, what's happening now is, I'm having memories that I haven't had in a long time. Is that happening to you? Because this crisis we're in, my body's defending itself. And I'm having a resituation of the things that I carry, the stories that I carry. And some of them are dramas that are tragic, and some of them are glorious, but we all carry a lot of stories, and we arrange those stories, and that's our personality. That's what makes us unique. But now we're in a state of change. And so in crisis is opportunity. The old Chinese, it's hard to emotionally get behind that right now. Doesn't feel like it's possible to do anything good right now. But I just hit on that phrase, when we go deeper into each other, it's like being in nature. As we go deeper, we encounter more and more complexity, more and more alive fluidity, and more creatures coming up out of the ground and out of the sky. There's more life. There's always more life. Now, our assignment, is this possible? Be the earth. Be the earth. Access your natural self. Open those doorways and let all the bats fly out of the cave. I'm mixing my metaphors now terribly. But this is the time to be open. And this is the time to be together. And that suggests music. That just suggests dancing. That suggests intimacy. Be the earth. Make your neighborhood into a richly observed ecosystem, a forest clearing. Somebody give me an Earthalujah. The earth right now is coughing up a lot of its memories. A lot of its past is rising up. The earth is in a tumult right now. The earth is coming all the time, advancing towards us. You have that sensation? Certainly Hurricane Helene. In one day, they got a year's worth of rain. And 20 villages just washed down the valleys. Terrible, terrible, terrible tragedy, but that's happening all the time now. That's happening all the time. If you spin the globe on a table, like one of those little, library globes that's on a little stand, spin it, and then stop it with your finger. Wherever your finger stops, that place is in a state of upheaval right now. You got to say, we're in the sixth extinction. We are in deep, rapid evolution. This last January, just concluded 2 weeks ago, the hottest January in 140 centuries. The Earth is just is heating up so fast right now that the director of the National Aeronautics Space Administration, NASA, he wrote a public letter saying the Earth is outracing our ability to take in data and estimate what might happen. Our computer modeling has to be set aside. That's it's literally off the charts. Literally off the ability of our natural scientists to track it anymore. And this is what they're saying that's so mysterious. They're saying, we don't know why this is happening. It's not just carbon dioxide and methane and greenhouse gases. It's not just the equations that we've used all these years to estimate, the moderate. It's kind of been gradual. We're going to do this by 2030, then this by 2040, and this by 2050. The way that the scientists in the IPCC have been talking, they've been talking about, well, if we can change this much by then, none of that applies anymore. Moderation, impossible. It's acceleration. It's exponential change. The Earth is in the first step of what they call the sixth extinction. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. The Earth is coming, and when the Earth hits, our culture will be turned inside out and upside down. We don't know what it's going to look like. What happened in the valleys of the Blue Ridge Mountains with Hurricane Helene, Los Angeles, watching half of the city burn down. Los Angeles, New Orleans, snowdrifts, 5 feet high snowdrifts in New Orleans. It hasn't ever snowed during Mardi Gras. What is happening right now is the opportunity for our new resistance. I believe that. We can freak out, but let's take a breath and ask ourselves, what do we have a role here? Deborah White Plume said, yes, we do. Deborah White Plume, Oglala Sioux prophet. She was at Standing Rock, but then since has passed away. But I remember her saying, the Earth is rising up with tremendous energy to cleanse, to balance, to find a way for life to survive. That's what extinction is. It's actually a misnomer, isn't it? It's actually surviving. How the Earth survives is getting through the next extinction. Well, okay. And then she said the most extraordinary thing. She said the Earth is inviting human beings to work with her, to participate. And some people will immediately respond and work with her, accept that invitation. And then some people, Deborah White Plume said that some people will hesitate and disappear. They'll just vanish. That's the extinction. Evolution. Extreme, rapid, deep evolution. Now, I've been trying to answer that question. How would we participate in this? What the Earth is doing makes Trump look like nothing. I mean, the Earth is the story here. The Earth will sweep Trump away. The Earth is the story. I see an opening for us in what AOC said, to look into each other's eyes and find the intimacy that we, with the people that we have claimed as associates and friends. Be with them, but be with them with greater strength, greater partnership, greater penetration, greater accept the challenge of living together with your neighbors and family. The way she urged us to go there. I look at Helene. The natural disaster there. Right now, FEMA's money's run out. The insurance people are on the phone saying no to requests for money. They're stranded. And what are they doing? They're feeding each other. They're in a radical state of non-transactional living. They are a successful neighborhood. Up and down those rivers that flooded, they are refinding their lives. They're working together. Everybody pools everything. I've got an extra blanket. Do you have a hammer and nails? I can lift that. People are constantly offering. What can I do? How can I help you? The survivors are going forward in an evolutionary act of bravery. Makes me think about this general experience that we're having, all of us together, of the sixth extinction. We had kind of a normal winter here in New York, but, we know something's coming. When that happens, the government will disappear. Eric Adams telling immigrants that they're going to be found out and taken away, telling them that they're destroying the immigrant city. That won't be there. What will be there will be you and me helping each other survive. Now that is radical. And in this is the new resistance, I believe. It's a gift economy. It's messy. It's not like a Marxist thesis here that I'm giving you. It's human. And it's guessing after guessing after guessing, because we don't really know what's going to happen. The sixth extinction is a big phrase. When is it hitting you and me? We don't know. But that intertwining, that deepening of relationships has got to be key. Whatever gift economy we try to work in when the disaster strikes, our resistance to the Musks and the Trumps, to the Bezoses and the Zuckerbergs, our resistance to the strong men, to the thieves and killers, to the makers of weapons, to the colonizers, our resistance to the people that look upon the earth as something to just to be a predator and just take what you can. And what is Musk going to do? Blast? He's planning to live in a palace on Mars. These people are sick. They're sick, and when the earth comes, our work, our resistance, needs to be with the earth. And our goodness will be safeguarded by the earth. I hope you saw something in what I said that is helpful. I'm just going to keep working on this in the weeks to come. But meanwhile, this is Reverend Billy, and I'm speaking for this political affinity group that sings together, the Church of Stop Shopping. I want to thank you for this conversation we had together. You can contact us through revbilly.com. We look forward to going forward together, finding this new resistance. Earthalujah.